Number 3, number 8, Genesis Lopez. Number 9, Vanessa Ramirez. Number 11, Darlene Velez Rosa. Number 3, Isaac Aye Perez Garcia. Number 15, Alejandra Montes. And number 18, Caitlin Blanco. And now for your starting lineup for the Connell Eagles. Number 2, Eleni Serra. Number 4, Madison Magana. Number 6, Adrian Knightson. Number 7, Miranda Chavez. Number 10, Yamalip Landon Martinez. Number 12, Stacy Goodwin. Number 14, Joanna Magana. Number 16, Shayla Reyes. Number 17, Dea Lopez. Number 19, Andrea Salah. And number 20, Baylin Garcia Cardonza. The Eagles are coached by head coach Enrique Lopez and assistant coach Daryl Converse. And now for your starting lineup for your Cashmere Bulldogs. The non-starters. Number 1, Sydney McIver. Number 3, Ellie L. Jacobson. Number 4, Peyton Ireland. Number 12, Melanie Maloney. Number 20, Allie Van Winkle. Number 23, Vanessa Cornelio.
Okay.
And now your starting lineup for your Cashmere Bulldogs senior goalkeeper, number 26, Allie Bigelow. Junior forward, number 2, Bryn Patrick. Senior defender, number 5, Trinity Colum. Senior midfielder, number 6, Aaron Ireland. Sophomore midfielder, number 7, Ada Victor. Senior defender, number 8, Quinn Pace. Sophomore forward, number 9, Michaela Johnson.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Junior midfielder, number 10, Gwen Ledesma. Senior midfielder, number 11, Alyssa Soria. Senior defender, number 16, Anna Frick. And senior midfielder, number 21, Addie Downey. Your Cashmere Bulldogs are coached by head coach Dennis Johnson, assistant coach Anya Belcher, and Roni Batista. At this time, please rise and remove your hat as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Welcome once again to Cashmere, Washington, side of today's encounter between the visiting Connell Eagles and your Cashmere Bulldogs. Hi again, I'm Sebastián Moraga. Welcome once again, and we are joining this broadcast just in time. The game has just started. We are 16 seconds into it, with Cashmere going from left to right on your screen, decked in what else? Orange and black, or rather black and orange, and the Connell Eagles in white and purple. The quick run up the field inside the box, the shot, and just like that, we have the first tally of the game. Bryn Patrick for the Cashmere Bulldogs. Less than a minute into it, 37 seconds. And boy, timing really is everything. Cashmere jumps ahead right away. Bryn Patrick for the Bulldogs. This moment of the game brought to you by the law offices of J.C. Brown, a proud sponsor of Cashmere soccer action in this high school season of 2025. There's Patrick, fresh off her tally. Ireland, shot across, top of the box, rejected by this Connell defense who has seen easier times. Connell still winless in this 2025 season. The quick run up the field, the shot by Michaela Gayton, sailing a little wide, ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for Connell, if I am not mistaken. Yes, indeed, it will be a goal kick. Would like to thank you once again for joining us in this warm evening of late summer soccer here in the Cashmere Valley. Ball sent out of bounds that time by Yamilet Landon. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs, who got down to business right away, less than a minute into it. Bryn Patrick with the first tally of the contest. Nothing new for these Bulldogs, who are showing quite the athletic, make that the offensive prowess here, averaging more than 8 goals per game in the 4 contests that they've had so far. Or rather, 5 contests that they've had so far, 4 wins and 1 non-league loss on the road to Linden Christian. The throw-in for the Bulldogs. The half volley that time by Addison Talley doesn't quite work, and the stop by Joanna Magana. Ledesma rejected by the Eagles. Touching it across midfield for the first time here. Eleni Serra opening the game up to the right side for Knifton. The shot across and the stop by Ellie Craiglow, goalkeeper for these Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, like we said, first place in the South Central Athletic Conference, a league record of 4-0. Defensive effort nicely brought down that time by Trinity Collum, opening the game to her right for Erin Ireland. The long kick upfield, off to the races now is Gwen Ledesma. Ledesma finding Patrick up with the touch. Top of the box, inside the flag is up. The connection was promising with Michaela Gatens, but the referee, the assistant referee, said that was an illegal move, much to the displeasure of the coaching staff of Cashmere. The people in charge today, as center referee, is Don Jose Cruz, assisted by Roberto Marroquin and Marco Gutierrez. Would like to take this opportunity to send some beautiful love to our Salvadoran brothers and sisters, like Mr. Marroquin himself, celebrating 3 days ago the National Independence Day. A quick move inside the box. Good move in the shot, and that one skips past Magana and into the back of the net. Alisa Soria. 5 minutes into it, and it's 2-0 Cashmere. Right away, the Bulldogs taking care of business. We talked about it in the last broadcast that one goal seems to beget another for these Bulldogs. It's never, there are rarely gaps, or rather very broad gaps between one goal and another. They seem to call on each other, and that's the case today. Connell, like we said, make that winless, not undefeated, winless in league with an 0-4 record. The quick run up the field. Nice move by Ledesma. She's got time. She's got space. She's got a good right foot. She's going to try it, and she's going to send one just wide. 5 minutes, 5 seconds into this one. This moment of the game brought to you by our good friends at Computability. Technology know-how in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. Computability, of course, run by Cashmere's own Matt Hansen. Our deep thanks to our good friends on Computability for their support and sponsorship of Cashmere High School soccer action in this 2025 season. Ledesma, Patrick, right-footed shot, Patrick, and Miss Magaña watches it sail by. 2-0 the score here in the early going, and I do mean early goal by Brain Patrick, giving Cashmere a 1-0 lead, and then 4 minutes later, Alisa Soria gets her name in the books with a tally of her own. It is going to be interesting to see. Oh my goodness, a bit of a mistake there on the delivery. Michaela Gatens finds Ledesma, and so, my goodness, Magaña struggling to stop that one. Almost nutmegged herself there, but ultimately puts a stop to the danger. And the delivery also faulty. There's Ledesma, and Gatens, she's fouled. Gatens, and a no-doubter from about 13 yards out. And Michaela Gatens makes it 3-0 in the 7th minute. Let's not forget that if the game gets a little too out of hand score-wise, there is a mercy rule now statewide. I believe it's ahead by 6, ahead by 7 after 60. So we're going to double check on that at the break, because we might have an abridged version of a soccer game here brewing at Cashmere Soccer Field behind the hallowed halls of Vale Elementary. This moment of the game brought to you by our good friends at the State Farm Insurance Office of Bruce Cheadle, a continued supporter of Cashmere High School soccer action in this 2025 season. Like a good neighbor, well, State Farm is there. Ball goes out of bounds. I told you the story last time, but it bears repeating. When I went to ask for a sponsorship, I didn't see that the awning on the door of Bruce Cheadle's office kind of juts at an angle. And, well, my forehead met the awning, and I tell you, I saw green dinosaurs, green donkeys, green elephants, stars, planets, asteroids, meteor, you name it. I saw it. And the folks at the office of Bruce Cheadle's, they treated me like I just come back from work. Hey, well, do you want to sit down? Are you feeling all right? Do you want some ice? They treated me super, super well. So this Chilean will not forget. Thank you to Bruce Cheadle and his staff. Action continues. Ledesma whistle on the play, says Mr. Cruz, Mr. Jose Cruz Capi. And it will be a free kick for these embattled Eagles from Connell. Looks like a substitution is in the offing for the Cashmere Bulldogs. We see from up here Coach Dennis Stronson giving out the instructions to L. Jacobson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Knifton, who had what's come to be the closest opportunity of goal for the Eagles so far. A deep run from the right side. It didn't yield. It didn't bear fruit for the Eagles, but that's as close as they've come so far. We'll see what the referee says here. He says it's the Eagles putting it back into play. Still not quite happy with the delivery. It will be a throw-in. It looks like it will be Andrea Salas taking care of it. And now the substitution for the Bulldogs. Jacobson, number 3, a freshman, getting some playing time. We're back in action now. Scooped by Ledesma. Ledesma, left-footed touch. Trying to find Jacobson. Finds herself under some pressure. Whistle on the play. Let's see what Mr. Cruz Capi has determined. It's going to be Eagle ball. Free kick for Connell deep in their own half of the field. Landin. The long kick upfield. Defensive effort by Flick. Pushing it upfield now is Ireland. Patrick. Flick. Bit of a battle there. The Eagles trying to prevail. Battling for the Bulldogs is Soria. Soria. Shot from behind, no call. Ficker. Ficker. Battling and battling hard. Soria. Nice turn that time. Ledesma. Ledesma is a bit of a customs agent. Everything seems to go through her at some point. Ledesma. Oh, nice move that time. Opening the game up to the left side. Good penetration. Back to Ledesma. The shot. And that one sails right to the photog over there. Looks kind of familiar. It will be a goal kick for the Eagles. 11 minutes, 24 seconds into this first half of play. We have to be very, very careful here because the Eagles have shown that they struggle with these goal kicks. Ledesma. Taken away nimbly by Eleni Serra. The touchback by Garcia. Back to Serra. Stopped near midfield. Soria. Opening the game to the left side for Ireland. Off to the races. Ireland. Looking up. Shot across. Brim Patrick. Touch to the back. Getting that right foot ready. The effort by Addison Talley sails a little wide, and it will be a goal kick once again for the Connell Eagles. It is 3-0 Cashmere here in the early going. We're not even a quarter hour into this first half of play. This could be interesting. There's Patrick. Ledesma. Alisa Soria. Touch to the back. Pace. The mighty Quinn Pace. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for the Bulldogs, and it is. This moment of the game brought to you by our good friends at Blackburn Financial in downtown Cashmere. Your future, planned wisely. Pace. Up the field for Tatum Ficker. Ficker. Bit of a collision there. Referee says play on. Brim Patrick trying to keep it alive. Doing the Lone Ranger thing. Sailing past one, sailing past two, going for three. And with more urgency than style, Miss J.C. Goodwin sending it out of bounds. It will be Cashmere ball. Throw-in for the Bulldogs. Down the stripe on the right side. Trying to penetrate the box. Cleared away by the back line of the Connell Eagles. Trying again is the mighty Quinn Pace. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Pace herself putting it back into play. 13 minutes, 45 seconds into this first half of play. Cashmere 3, Connell nothing. It's Connell nothing or Connell 0? What do you think, Javier? Connell nothing or Connell 0? 0, all right. Connell 0. Yeah, Connell 3-0 sounds too baseball-ish, right? Absolutely. Ledesma. Ireland. On the mark is Addison Knifton. Good job by Knifton. That is dangerous and a half. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous. She has to play it out, not towards her own goal. And J.C. Goodwin found herself in some trouble. Lucky for her, the touch by Jacobson sailed a little wide. But that was a dangerous, dangerous maneuver for the back line of the Eagles. Miranda Chavez, nimbly taken away by Jacobson. Jacobson to the top of the box, right-footed touch, and the effort by Brim Patrick finds an even more commendable effort by the goalkeeper, Miss Magaña, with the stop. Magaña had a very, very tough beginning of the first half, but she found her groove that time. Ireland backing up. Flick. Tally. Quinn Pace fighting it out with Yamile Landin. Ball goes out of bounds. Throwing for the Bulldogs. Across midfield. Soria. Soria and Jacobson. Double teamed. Rejected. Recovered quickly by Alisa Soria. Jacobson. Combination. Yours, mine, yours. Tag, tag, tag. Shot across. Blocked that time by J.C. Goodwin. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a corner kick in my opinion. I believe it's the first corner kick of the game for either team. Taking care of it will be Brian and Patrick. Far post. Gaydens. And the side net. Not a major concern for Miss Magaña that time. It will be a goal kick for Connell. 16 minutes, 20 seconds into this first half of play. The long kick upfield. And smartly, Miss Quinn Pace lets it sail out of bounds. Ledesma. Addison Tally. Stopped by Madison Magaña. Tally prevailing inside the box. Sent to the corner kick by J.C. Goodwin before Miss Jacobson could connect. I don't know if this happens to you, Javier, but with players like Ledesma, there's something about that attacking midfielder that it is so appealing to watch. The way they gather the ball and they distribute and they create danger. Javier is nodding in case you couldn't see it. There's the shot. Leading the charge out was Miranda Chavez. The touchback could not be stopped. It goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. I believe it's the second of the game, both favoring the Bulldogs so far. 17 minutes 42. Cashmere ahead 3-0. Far post. Nobody there in that particular zip code. Over to scoop it is Alisa Soria. Shot across by Ireland. Heart of the box. Good move. Right-footed touch by Jacobson. Jacobson trying to hit her left foot and blocked again. This time by J.C. Goodwin. Trying to clear out the back line of the Eagles one. No complications. And send it to the throw-in. I think we are going to have a few substitutions as soon as Mr. Jose Cruz Capi allows it. We have 3 Cashmere players getting ready to go in. Defensive effort by Landin. Taken back by Jacobson. Ball goes. No, ball stays in bounds. Shot across. And now the kick by Miss Goodwin sails high and out of bounds. There's a corner kick. The shot that time by Ficker. Can't quite come down on Ireland. Now the header by Jacobson and the hands of Magaña. That's 2 saves in a row. Ledesma. Inside the box, Ledesma. Shot across. Who's going to tap it in? Magaña. Soria came close. On the move now, Connell. We haven't seen Connell in the Cashmere half of the field for a while now. Let's see if they can bring some danger. Reyes. towards the center alley. Inside the box, waiting is Craiglow. The push up field. Connell venturing into Cashmere territory. Addison Knifeton. Whistle on the play. Now it's time for the substitutions. Let's see if we can tell you who they are. Number 4, number 9, and number 20 are in. So 4 is Peyton Ireland. 9 is Michaela Gaydens, a starter. And number 20 is Ellie Van Winkle. There's a shot. Not a major concern for Miss Craiglow. After a torrid start by Cashmere, Connell starting to inch a little closer towards the gate. Defended by Miss Craiglow, but still, Cashmere very much in control. He had 3-0. There's a good ball that time for Ledesma. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Goodwin. Goodwin sending it to the corner kick. 21 minutes, 15 seconds into this first half of play. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our friends at Kevin's Tire Services with branches all over the Wenatchee Valley, including Dryden, Aniat, and Wenatchee. Far post, the tap. Oh my goodness, that came close. And you could see from way up here. It looked like, yes indeed, Alisa Soria, she could not believe that ball went wide. A good opportunity gone wasted for the Cashmere Bulldogs. On the move now. Down the flank is Peyton Ireland. Defensive effort by Trinity Collin. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Eagles that are inching ever so slowly closer and closer towards the gate defended by Miss Craiglow. No true danger yet. I would not be surprised if the stat sheet shows up to this point 0 shots on goal, but they're inching closer. And now a substitution coming for the Connell Eagles. It looks like it's number 13 Perez going in. We're playing, it's still light out, but we're playing under artificial lighting here at Cashmere Soccer Field. Ball to the ground, says the referee. Play resumes. The touch up field by Jacobson. Opening the game up to the right side for Bryn Patrick. Inside the box, the shot! And oh my goodness. That one bounced off the shin of Ledesma. She had basically no control over that shot. And that resulted in a pretty big break for Miss Magaña. Because Ledesma knows what to do with the ball on her feet. And here come the Bulldogs once again. And now the upright says no. The shot by Tally. She's going to try again. The touch to the left, trying to find Ledesma. And instead it finds, looks like number, let me see. Is it number 18? It looked like, and let me see. It looks like Blanco, number 18. Now she's guarding the far post in this corner kick. But a couple of pretty darn good opportunities for the Cashmere Bulldogs. If I may be allowed a really technical term. Pretty darn good. Annabelle Flick pushing the ball down the stripe. Van Winkle. Sent to, it is Blanco. It was indeed Blanco, and Blanco herself sending it to the throw-in. Van Winkle. The shot from outside, trying to find Addison Talley in the heart of the box. Doesn't quite work. Trying again is Jacobson. Backing up for Peyton Ireland. The long kick up field by Landon. Finding instead Trinity Collin. Under some pressure now, Collin. Finding Peyton Ireland. On the mark is Shayla Reyes. Ireland prevailing. Nice move. The long push-up field trying to find Addison Talley. Addison Talley well guarded by Goodwin. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. They're still ahead 3-0. Still controlling the tempo, but we've seen just little glimpses of what Connell is trying to do. It is 3-0 the score. We'd like to send a quick shout out to Coach Stronson's granddaughter Nunu, turning 6 today. And enjoying, from the looks of it, some potato chips. The throw in for the Bulldogs. Patrick. Defensive header. Top of the box now, Jacobson. The shot, Jacobson! And over the crossbar it goes. Good opportunity for Cashmere. But ultimately, it's a goal kick for the Connell Eagles. This moment of the game brought to you by Elbow Grease Plumbing, another proud sponsor of Cashmere High School soccer action here in 2025. Good combination. Pushing it upfield into Cashmere territory. Trying to bring it down is Belen Garcia. Garcia opening the game up to the right side for Knifeton. Knifeton looking up, shot across. Defensive effort by Trinity Column. Still inside the box. Now it goes out. Who's going to scoop it? Michaela Gatens. First under is Miranda Chavez. The shot and the stop by Ellie Craglow. That would be the first shot on goal in my book for Connell as we approach the 27th minute of play here. 13 shy of the halftime whistle. Connell on the move once again. Soria interrupting. Finding Peyton Ireland. The long ball. Off to the races now. Ledesma battling with J.C. Goodwin. Goodwin sending it out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs right at the corner flag. There's the throw-in. Inside the box we go. Flag is up. Offside position called by Roberto Marroquin. We didn't finish the shout-out last time. We'd like to send a shout-out to all our Salvadoran friends listening. They celebrated their Independence Day on the 15th. And, of course, our Mexican brothers and sisters, such as the fine gentleman to my right, celebrating Independence Day on the 16th. And in case there's another one out there, the Chileans celebrating their Independence Day today, the 18th. A long kick upfield, rejected by Brim Patrick. Scooped back for Connell by Perez. Ball goes out of bounds. Patrick, Ledesma. Ledesma battling near the corner of the box on the right side. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Eagles. And we're going to have another substitution. It looks like it's number 7 going in, or rather going back in. Tatum Ficker for the Cashmere Bulldogs. Column. Ledesma. Ledesma opening the game up. Nimble little touch. Inside the box for Van Winkle. The shot, Van Winkle! And it took a while in coming, but there it is, the 4th goal. Van Winkle. 29th minute on the dot. And it is 4-0 for the Bulldogs. This moment of the game brought to you by Mid-Valley Automotive, another proud sponsor of Cashmere High School soccer action. We're so grateful to Mid-Valley Automotive, our good friend Michelle Hartnett, for supporting Cashmere High School soccer broadcasts in this 2025 season. Substitutions coming for the Bulldogs. Number 23, Vanessa Cornelio. And number 8, Quinn Pace, mighty Quinn Pace, returning to the action. The referee chatting a little bit with Tatum Ficker. Waiting for action to resume. 30 minutes, 11 seconds. Now it's going to be a chat with the assistant coaching staff of the Bulldogs. Can you tell what's going on, Javier? Nope? Okay. It's one of those mysteries that makes soccer so darn endearing. Blanco. Recovered by Van Winkle. Tally combining with Ledesma. Ledesma, two waiting inside the 6. Ledesma, the shot across. Stopped by Bela Lopez. Ledesma. Ledesma! Past Magaña! Nobody there to tap it in. Tatum Ficker. Cornelio. Peyton Ireland. Collum. Gaydens. That one is Jacobson. Ireland. Peyton Ireland. The header looking for Tally. Addison Tally. Flag is up. If foul called on Tally, it will be a free kick deep in their own half for the Connell Eagles. We'd like to thank our two newest sponsors, NCW Realty and That Pizza Place, for joining us in this soccer-crazed adventure of bringing high school action to you via Fire Football. To learn more about NCW Realty, visit ncwrealtyinc.com. Three substitutions coming for the Bulldogs. Make that 4. Coach Tronson just emptying his bench here. And let's see if we can keep track of them all. 12, 11, 6, and 2. I tell my friends that I'm nothing but a bingo caller with a taste for soccer, and this is where it feels the most that way. Let's see. Number 12, Melanie Maloney, a sophomore. Number 11, Elisa Soria, one of the starters. Number 6 is Erin Ireland, another one of the starters. And number 2, well, Bryn Patrick, who not only is one of the starters, she has a goal to her name. There's a quick run up the field. Erin Ireland inside the box. She's going to go do the Lone Ranger thing, and before she can fire, she gets interrupted. Another try. There's Tatum Ficker. Off the touch by Bryn Patrick. Back to Patrick. The shot cleared away by the center back that time. It looked like it was Bela Lopez right in the nick of time there. And there's the stop by Miss Magaña. Joanna Magaña. I don't know if you can hear, folks, but we have airplanes and helicopters flying overhead. We'd like to once again thank all the firefighting personnel who are doing their absolute best to keep our valley safe in these final days of summer. Good combination. Tatum Ficker. Ficker. Finding Jacobson. The shot, Jacobson. And Magaña with just a smidgen of trouble. A long push up field. Stopped nimbly by Maloney. The push to the right side for Ficker. Patrick. Good combination. Erin Ireland. Taken away by the Eagles. Opening down the left side of the defense. They find Soria. And now Ficker. Back to Soria. The shot. Not a major worry for Magaña that time. So once again, number 12 is Melanie Maloney. The last time we had a broadcast, she was not on the roster, so welcome, Melanie. Good combination. Jacobson, top of the box, left-footed touch. Bounces off a defender. The clearing needed a little starch there. Ficker, charged from behind. The assistant referee, Mr. Marroquin, says there was a foul. It will be a free kick for the Bulldogs. 35-24 into this first half of play. Cashmere ahead 4-0. Patrick trying to connect, and Jacobson not quite in the same zip code. Ball goes out of bounds. We'd also like to welcome another one of our newest sponsors. A name with a long history of service here in beautiful Cashmere, WA, Dones Valley Pharmacy. Our deepest thanks for joining us in this game between Cashmere and Connell. And hopefully many more games to come. We're going to do at least 4 more games. Is that right, Javier? At the very least, 4 more? 4 more, yes, sir. There's a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Ireland. Rejected by Blanco. Cornelio trying to wrangle it down. Cornelio, the soft touch. Aaron Ireland. Oh, my goodness. Will we see a card? We will see a card. First yellow card of the game. A hard foul. A hard foul. Looked like on Patrick. The player for Connell. It looks like it's number 17. That would be Bella Lopez. With the first yellow card of the game. She has to sit out a couple of plays. This all happening in the 38th minute. Ball goes out of bounds, but none of that will count. Mr. Marroquin had his flag up. Offside called on the Bulldogs. Play resumes. It will be Connell putting it back into play. Right at midfield. Stopped by Maloney. Finding Ireland. The shot! Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness, that is unfortunate. Oh, my goodness, that is unfortunate. Aaron Ireland, the shot, and it bounced off the shin of the goalkeeper, making it 5-0. That, of course, opens the door to one of the oldest debates in soccer. Can a goalkeeper score an own goal? We're going to give it to Aaron Ireland, because that was a shot on goal from what I saw here. So 38 minutes, it is 5-0 Cashmere. We expected a David and Goliath scenario, and that's exactly what we're getting, with a different ending. The debate of the goalkeeper's own goal is, well, older than basically every player on the field right now combined. I remember back in the 1986 World Cup, I believe it was France against the Mexico World Cup in 1986. You probably remember this too, Javier. It was France against Brazil, and it was Michel Platini kicking the ball. I think it was Platini. Huh? 1986. And it was Michel Platini kicking the penalty kick, and it bounced off the back of the Brazilian goalkeeper, Carlos Gallo, at the time. So he hit it, hit the post, hit the back of the goalkeeper, and it went in. So what was that? Was that an own goal? Was that a goal? The debate is older than all of these players. And with 38:32 on the clock, Mr. Cruz Capi says we're all going to go take a break. This is halftime with Cashmere ahead 5-0. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Cashmere Soccer Field here in beautiful Cashmere, WA. It's a lovely evening of soccer here. Cashmere taking care of business here in the second half from right to left on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And the Connell Eagles doing their thing from left to right. There's the whistle. We are in business here in Cashmere. Cashmere ahead 5-0. We investigated. We researched it. And as it turns out, the mercy rule here applies if a team is ahead by 8 after 60. So there's still some work to be done for the Bulldogs if they want an abridged version of this contest against the Eagles. The second half kickoff brought to you by the law office of J.C. Brown, more than 15 years servicing the Cashmere community. There's a bit of a mixer there inside the box. Trying again for the Bulldogs is Tatum Ficker, interrupted by Blanco. The push back for Soria. Annabelle Flick, all the way back for Column. And even farther back still for Quinn and Pace, mighty Quinn Pace. Pushing their reset button now. Flick, top of the box. Good opportunity now for Patrick. Making a pass as she goes. Patrick, and that one sails over the crossbar. 1 minute, 22 seconds into this second half of play. Glad to have you with us. Sebastián Moraga on the call. Javier Reina, our producer-engineer. Director and Grand Puva of all things tech. I'm not kidding, that's what it says on his business card. Soria. Good combination. Top of the box. Patrick, the shot. Patrick! And Magana coming up big. Back to Patrick. Bit of a shot from behind. No call. Trying again for the Bulldogs. It's Flick. Flick. Mr. Cruz Capi getting out of the way. The defensive effort by Madison Magana. Turning into a counter. Stopped by Trinity Column. Opening the game up to the right side. Off to the races we go. Interrupted by Bella Lopez. Ball goes out of bounds. It's an evening of sports here in the Cashmere Valley. We have the volleyball team playing at Cashmere High School. Playing the Connell Eagles. A shot across that time. Not a major concern for Miss Magana. Ball belongs to the Connell Eagles. This moment of the game brought to you by Computability. Technology know-how in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. 307 South Main Street in Ellensburg. The goal kicks have been a bugaboo for the Connell Eagles all evening long. Good combination. The shot by Michaela Gaydens off the touch by Ledesma. And once again, sailing over the crossbar. But that might be something worth revisiting for these Connell Eagles if they want to right the ship, because at least 4 times the goal kicks have ended up very, very close to the 18, and what's even more dangerous, at the feet of Cashmere players. 43-43 on the clock, just less than a handful of minutes into this second half of play. Miranda Chavez, ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Quinn Pace, the pivoting header that time by Ledesma. Ledesma opening the game up for Patrick, pushing it upfield, rejected with more urgency than style by the Eagles. The touch looking for Addison Knifton doesn't quite work. Ficker. Back to Ficker. The touch off of Flick, it looked like. Yes, indeed. Now rejected by the backline of the Eagles. Ball belongs to Flick once again. Soria. Flick. That one is mighty Quinn Pace across midfield. Almost interrupted by Sheila Reyes. Ball goes out of bounds. Sheila Reyes did not get to touch that ball, but it did go out of bounds. A throw-in for the Eagles. Bella Lopez. I'd like to send a quick shout out to one of my dearest and nearest friends in this whole wide world, a teacher at the River Academy in Wenatchee, Mr. Nathan Hedrick, celebrating yet another birthday on September 18th. And I'd also like to send some beautiful love to a good friend of the theater community in the Wenatchee Valley, Miss Cynthia Brown, celebrating a very, very unique wedding anniversary. Our thoughts are with you. The shot and the stop by Miss Magaña. Magaña coming up big a couple of times. A bit of hesitation there, but still managing to keep the ball away from the back of the net. Patrick battling with Chavez. Flick recovered by the Eagles. This could be interesting. Montes. The return by the Bulldog backline. Digging deep. Ball goes out of bounds. The run that time by Aaron Ireland interrupted. Ball belongs once again to the Bulldogs. Quinn Pace. The header. Top of the box. Ledesma. The shot bounces off a defender. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a corner kick. The assistant referee agrees with us. Cashmere still putting some pressure here as we approached the 7th minute of play here in the second half. This moment of the game brought to you by the State Farm Insurance Office of Bruce Cheadle, 301 Applets Way in Cashmere. Top of the box, Soria, the shot, Soria! And that one dances past the upright. Did it bounce off a defender? Apparently it did. I did not see that. I thought it was just a shot that sailed a little wide, but apparently it was sent that way by the back line of the Eagles. Corner kick from the other flank now. 47-37 on the clock. Out of the box, the header sails backwards on that Cashmere forward. Aaron Ireland inside the box. Ball sent out of bounds, and it looks like we're going to have a third consecutive corner kick for the Bulldogs. Will it be Bryn Patrick taking care of it? Looks that way. Cashmere using set plays to bring some danger to the gate defended by Miss Joanna Magaña. Far post, the header by Talley. Sails a little wide. Trying to keep it alive, and inbounds is Miranda Chavez. Can't quite do it. 4th consecutive corner kick for the Bulldogs here. .38-38 on the clock, and it's a continuous pressure. Out of the box, Talley! The soft touch. Low into the corner where Grandpa sets his rat traps. Addison Talley into the books with the 6th goal of the night for the Cashmere Bulldogs. 48, make that 49 minutes. And it is 6-0 Cashmere. Substitution coming. It looks like Miss Jacobson will get some more playing time in lieu of Michaela Gatens. And we saw this a couple of nights ago. We saw Wenatchee play West Valley Yakima, and Wenatchee prevail, scoring 3 goals, and 3 players scoring 3 goals is as good a sign for a team as they come. And this is the kind of thing we're seeing here. We're not seeing one player dominate the actions, although Gwen Ledesma has been pivotal, in my opinion, in the creative side of things, in the attacking side of things for Cashmere. But we have the first goal by Bryn Patrick, the second goal by Alisa Soria, the third goal by Michaela Gatens, the fourth goal by... I thought that... by... Oh, that was an own goal. Okay, thank you. The fifth goal by Erin Ireland and the sixth goal by Addison Talley. I was like, why don't I have it written down? Now I know. That's right. That's the one that bounced off the goalkeeper. We're back in action now. The quick run down the flank on the right side. Off to the races we go. Shot across, and that one rattles the net on the outside. Good effort nonetheless by Miss Jacobson. We have a substitution now for the Connell Eagles. Looks like number 8, Miss Lopez, is entering the contest, replacing Miss Sanchez, number 1 on her back. And yet another corner kick for the Bulldogs. Ledesma. Pretty ironic that Ledesma, as involved as she has been, she still doesn't have a goal to her name. But, you know, night is young and all that. Top of the box. Bit of a shove there. Ledesma can't quite wrangle it down. Still, Connell having trouble clearing it out of their own third of the field. Inside the box, this could be dangerous. There's a shot. Ledesma! Yamile Landon. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. 51-44. So a total of 11 minutes and 48 seconds into this second half of play. Soria, right-footed shot. Soria with some spin on it. Ball goes out of bounds. This moment of the game brought to you by our friends at Blackburn Financial. 121 Cottage Avenue in Cashmere. Your future, planned wisely. There's a paparazzi right behind me with a camera. I don't know what he's doing or who let him in. Can we call security from up here? What's that you say? Oh, he's my boss. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Couple of substitutions for Connell. Number 9 for the Eagles. That will be Miss Ramirez. And number 18, Miss Blanco. Going back in for Connell. Trailing Cashmere 6 goals to 0. Jacobson. Trying to bring it down was Annabelle Flick. Soria. Talley. Soria, good combination. The short touch. Jacobson and the shot cleared away. Blanco trying to get his Ficker. Right-footed touch. Oh, my goodness. What happened there? Miss Magaña just froze. Expected the ball to go out, and instead it started curling to the right and almost stayed in bounds where looked like Miss Patrick was waiting like a cat outside the butcher shop. Ultimately, the ball goes out of bounds, much to the relief of Miss Magaña. Once again, the trouble with the goal kicks might be costly. There's Jacobson opening the game up. The shot sailing wide. The effort by Miss Ireland pays no dividends. There's a substitution coming now. It looks like it's Miss Van Winkle, Miss Ellie Van Winkle, the junior, going back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Erin Ireland. Excuse me. 6-0. The score in favor of the Cashmere Bulldogs. Once again, the goal kick giving Connell headaches. Knifton. Top of the box. Good opportunity. Jacobson, no doubter. Born out of a botched goal kick. We've been talking about this. And now is Jacobson, number 3, L. Jacobson, making it 7-0 in favor of the Cashmere Bulldogs. 40 minutes into the second half, 54 on the clock. So now the Bulldogs have a grand total of 5 minutes to put another one on the back of the net and call this one good, folks. Kniveton. The turn. Bit of a handball. Unintentional, says the referee, and we agree. Lopez. Pushing it upfield for Connell. Reyes. Taken back by Tatum Ficker. Across midfield. Rejected with more urgency than style by J.C. Goodwin. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Flick and Ledesma. Ledesma and Patrick. Taking advantage of a mistake. Good combination inside the box. This could be it. There's Ledesma, the shot, and we're all going home. 8-0 the score, and this should be it. Let's see what the referee says. They have to play to 60. All right, they have to play to 60. I stand corrected. But in the meantime, perhaps... What?
They don't score in 4 minutes.
In the meantime, perhaps as a premonition of what's to come, Coach Tronson has just emptied the bench. So Ledesma finally putting one in the back of the net. Well deserved at that. This moment of the game brought to you by Kevin's Tire Services, 8600 Frontage Road in Dryden. A corner kick. Cashmere not satisfied with 8 apparently. But what a beautiful score sheet for the Bulldogs. 1 own goal and 7 different players scoring. There's the corner kick, far post, and Soria. That would have been a brace. That would have been the first brace of the night. Ball goes out of bounds. This moment of the game brought to you by Elbow Grease Plumbing. Learn more at l-bowgrease.com. Quick touch inside the box. Ledesma and Magaña with the stop. 57-35. Cornelio. Ficker. Patrick, the shot. Oh, that one sails. Cashmere not satisfied with 8, Javier. They want more, and they're still making substitutions. This moment of the game brought to you by our friends at That Pizza Place, 107 Cottage Avenue in Cashmere. They're still making substitutions. They're still emptying their bench. I don't know if you would call it tinkering. I think you want to keep your bench players sharp, because as the season wears on, the legs get tired, the games get tougher, the opponents get tougher. You want your bench players to be able to sustain that level of play once you feel like giving your starters a break. The header that time, top of the box, Soria, Jacobson, whistle on the play, foul called, and we're going to have a yellow card. Yes, sir. It will be a first yellow card of the game for Cashmere. We already had one in the 38th minute for Bella Lopez of Connell. It looks like it will be number 7, Tatum Ficker, having to take a seat. Yellow card here in the 59th minute. So 1 more minute, and the referee, Mr. Jose Cruzcapi, who has had a good game, same as his cohorts in blue on each side, will probably blow his whistle and say that the newfangled mercy rule applies, and Cashmere gets the W. Ball goes out of bounds. The defensive header that time by Miranda Chavez. Soria on the recovery right up inside the circle. Soria, the good through ball. Good job by Jacobson staying on side. The shot across by Peyton Ireland sails wide. And it will be Miss Magana taking care of it in this goal kick. Bryn Patrick with a goal. Erin Ireland with a goal. Tatum Ficker with a goal. Michaela Gadens with a goal. Elisa Soria with a goal. Edison Talley with a goal. An own goal and Gwen Ledesma. Beautiful score sheet. Oh, and Jacobson with a goal too. And there's the whistle that says that this one goes into the books with a victory for Cashmere over Connell by a score of 8-0. This moment of victory brought to you by our friends at Mid Valley Auto, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee. Thank you very much for watching. For Javier Reina, I'm Sebastián Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you.